tripping, man. You really believe that stuff? Oh, man, come on. You really believe that stuff you be saying?
All right, let's go over the Week 9 review, and let's go over the Week 10 preview and picks. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Appreciate the love, support. Everybody showing the channel. Fix the camera a little bit. But, yeah, let's start off with Week 9. Check out the NFL playlist. Don't forget you can catch us on Sportscastr. I'll put that link in the description. It's a platform we go live on, especially for NFL topics. Check it out, sportscastr.com, sportscastr.com. Good platform, especially for a lot of my content creators. They monetize on day one, and it's been solid so far. You can use StreamYard, OBS, or any other platform like that. But let's get into it. Last Thursday, you had, on November 5th, the Packers blow out the 49ers. We all knew that. No Jimmy Garoppolo. He probably on his last leg in San Francisco. He gone. They blew him out 35-17. You had the Broncos beat the Falcons on Sunday, November 8th. It was a surprise. Falcons always win games they're not supposed to. Falcons only lost by 7, but the Broncos only lost by 7, but they was getting blew out the majority of that game. But that is what it is. Drew Lock had 313 through the air, 2 TDs, and Gurley rushed for a touchdown again. He kind of had a little bit of a resurgence this year, and I think Jerry Jeudy might have had his best game. 7 catches, 125, 1 TD. Then you had the Bills blowing out the Seahawks. I wasn't too surprised about that one. Usually when the Seahawks come far east or east coast, they usually struggle when they came out slow. Buffalo put 14 in the fourth quarter. In the first quarter, 10 in the second. And pretty much that was it. Once they put that 14 up in the first quarter, Seattle put 10 in the second, 10 in the third, and 14 in the fourth. It just wasn't enough. Allen had a big day versus the worst pass defense in the National Football League in Seattle. 415, 3 touchdowns. Russell had a few turnovers, but Seattle just don't have a good enough defense to really make the championship or Super Bowl. Then you got the Bears. They lost to the Titans. They kind of came back towards the end. The Titans scored 7 in the fourth quarter. The Bears scored 17 points in the fourth quarter. They kind of let their foot off the gas, and Derrick Henry didn't do much, 21 carries, 68 yards, but Nick Foles threw for 335, 2 TDs. But it was really A.J. Brown, 4 catches, 105, 1 TD to steal the show. So the Titans advanced to 4-1 at home, 6-2 overall. Then you had the Ravens and the Colts. That game was really competitive until Lamar Jackson took it over. Pretty much it was the fourth quarter. Lamar Jackson did his thing. Phillip Rivers had 227, 1 interception. He ain't going to really win you a game at all. But the defense did their job for both teams. It was just Lamar Jackson who just went on a different stratosphere. He took over the game with his legs, but he was 19 for 23 through the air. He just don't have no weapons. That's my biggest issue with him. But you move on. You got the Panthers who visited the Chiefs. It was a very competitive game. The Panthers was really winning that game. Christian McCaffrey injured again, so he probably won't play this week. But 31-33, and they gave Chiefs everything they wanted and then some. Like the Chiefs was going to pull away. Panthers came back, and pretty much it was my homeboy doing his thing. 30 for 45, 372, 4 TDs through the air. Stupid fly got my window open. It was 372, 4 TDs, 82.8 QBR. Quarterback rating was 121.7. They didn't really get much on the ground, but it was Travis Kelce, 10 catches, 159. Tyreek Hill, 9 catches, 113, and 2 touchdowns. And pretty much they just didn't have the firepower to keep up. Teddy Bridgewater had a beastly run to really keep that game alive, and it was just came down to the wire. I think that game was like a 9-point or 7-point half favor. So when it kind of gets to almost double digits when you're talking about point spread, I stay away from it, especially in professional football. Had the Lions beat the Vikings. Check my Detroit channel out for more Detroit Lions talk and Mercy Sports Talk right here on YouTube. And the Vikings beat them 34-20. Stafford turned the ball over 2 times in the red zone. That pretty much was it. And the story is Dalvin Cook is still running. He ran for 206 on 22 carries, 2 TDs. Then he had a TD through the air as well, too. Let me double check that. But it was just a Dalvin Cook show. Even the backup running back had 62 yards. No, he didn't have a touchdown through the air. So it was just 2 touchdowns. Last week I think he tied Ahmad Rashad record for the Vikings. A lot of people don't remember Ahmad Rashad played for the Vikings, but he tied it with 4 TDs versus the Packers. The Giants and the Washington football team. Giants beat them 23-20. Alex Smith is still getting the job done. Terry McLaurin had a great game again. 7 catches, 115, 1 TD. That was a toilet bowl game. Texans take on the Jaguars. Somehow Jake Luton, he outpassed Deshaun Watson, but Texas won 27-25. Jake Luton had 304 and 1 TD. Robinson had 25. James Robinson had 25 carries, 99 yards, 1 TD. And pretty much it was Deshaun Watson, 281, 2 touchdowns. He had 10 carries for 50 yards on the ground. And Will Fuller had 5 catches, 1 TD. So Texas really playing for nothing. My Lions played them on Thanksgiving. It's going to be a terrible Thanksgiving this year. The Cowboys sucked. The Lions suck as usual. Then you had the Raiders beat the Chargers. Justin Herbert lit it up again. 28 for 42, 326, 2 TDs. Him and Keenan Allen had they got a great rapport so far. Him and Mike Evans pretty solid too. Mike Evans had 5 catches, 81 yards. Keenan Allen had 9 catches, 103, 1 TD. And they just got to get a running game established over there. But Derek Carr been hot. The Raiders been hot. He had 2 TDs, 13 for 23, 165, not pretty. Booker had a long touchdown run to start the game. It could seem like Josh Jacobs starting to slow down a little bit. He probably got to get some weeks off to get healthy. But I don't know where Henry Ruggs been. But, it's been Hunter Renfrow with 2 catches, 60 yards. So the Raiders just got to find some pass catchers and, shore up on defense. And then that kind of going to be the evolution for them to really do the thing. But I think they make the playoffs. They 5-3, 4-1 on the road. They got to find a way to win at home. But the Steelers, Cowboys, I'm going to watch that game. It was a competitive game, and you just knew the whole way through. Hopefully, if Ben Roethlisberger, he did come back with a knee injury, they found the way to beat the Cowboys. I thought it would be a bigger blowout than that, but Cowboys played with some heart. They're still trying to play for Mike McCarthy, but they lost 24-19. Then the Dolphins and the Cardinals was a barn burner. Tua, dueled with Tyler Murray, who had 3 touchdowns through the air on 283 yards. He had 1 touchdown on the ground. He had 11 carries for 106. Jeez. And then he don't take a lot of punishment either. He get down. Christian Kirk was the man of the hour. 5 catches, 123, 1 TD. DeAndre Hopkins didn't do much. They probably was doubling him and everything. But Tua was that guy. 20 for 28, 248, 2 TDs. He had 7 carries for 35 yards. So I think the Dolphins might make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? If the Buffalo get their stuff together, they might win the NFC. If they don't, they might win the AFC North. Saints and Buccaneers, man, that was an ugly game. The Saints look like Superman in the regular season. They just got out-coached. The Bucs did, but the Saints don't perform the same way in the playoffs, but they blew them out. And then Monday Night Football, I didn't even dare to watch. 30-27. I thought the Jets was going to win, people telling me, but they didn't. And then the Bengals, Browns, and Rams, and Eagles were on byes this week. So let's get to the picks of Week 10 and break that down. So lucky for ESPN, they got the point spread and everything on here, so I was stupid for using Google. So now you got the Colts and Titans in Nashville, 10 to key. The line is even. The over and under is 48. I think it's probably going to be under that. Give me the Titans just because they're at home and they do good with quick turnarounds for the most part. So I think the Titans, they're going to win that game. I don't think that's a close game as well. Plus the Colts 2-2 on the road. And the Titans are 4-1 at the crib. Titans and Browns. Texans at the Browns, excuse me. Cleveland favored by 3, 49 points. Baker Mayfield was on the COVID list, but they got Case Keenum. Give me Houston Texans winning this game, covering the 3. Guess that might be the upset of the week. Over and under is 49. I think it's going to be under 49. I don't know. I think it'll probably be right around there. I'll say under to be safe, but it's supposed to rain that game too, so I'm going to say under. No line for the Washington football team, the Lions. Got the Lions winning by 3, 31-28 on a late field goal. It's going to be in the Dome. You got the Jaguars taking on the Packers. The Packers favored by 13.5 at Lambeau. Over and under 50. I think it'll be above 50. And I like to stay away from 13.5. I got the Jags probably covering that. But I'm staying away from that. But it's supposed to rain there as well. So I'm pretty much going to say that they're not going to get 13, win by 2 touchdowns. Jake Luton seemed to be solid last week versus Houston. Yeah, I got the Packers winning for sure. It's going to be under with the rain. Then the East Rutherford, you got the Giants at home taking on the Eagles. The Philly is favored by 3.5, 44. I think Eagles win this game on the road. Been a lot of talk about Carson Wentz, but he really ain't working with an offensive line. And, he kind of breaking in some new receivers too. Travis Fall can't play for the Lions. At one point we cut him, then the Packers cut him. But I like Philly covering the 3.5. Over and under 44. I think they reach over 44 for some reason. But I like the Eagles there. The Buccaneers taking on the Panthers at home. The Panthers at home. Tampa Bay favored by 5.5. I'm going to say the Panthers cover, but they lose. Brady figured out how to win. But I got Tampa winning that game, in my opinion. But I don't think they cover. Over and under 50 points and a half, 50.5. I think it's probably going to be over that. No Christian McCaffrey, though. So they winless with Christian McCaffrey in the lineup. They win more with Christian McCaffrey, but Panthers are 1-3 at home. Bucks are winning record on the road, 3-2. Supposed to be a perfect 68 degrees in Charlotte, North Carolina. Then you got the Broncos going to the Raiders. Raiders at home. I like them to cover the 5. 50.5 point, 50.5 over and under. I mean, they got to average at least around 26 points apiece. I'm going to probably say it's going to be under that. I think it's going to be a close ball game. Drew Lock is kind of finding his tempo, finding his rhythm. That's the first 4 o'clock game. So I liked the Broncos to cover, but I like the Raiders to win. And then you got the Chargers taking on, Chargers going to Miami, taking on the Hot Dolphins. Got the matchup of rookie quarterbacks. You got Tua, who was number 4, Herbert, number 5 pick. To be honest, Chargers just a sorry franchise. They probably gonna waste Hubert talent like they wasted Phillip Rivers, but Miami favored by 2.5. I like them to win and cover that. Over and under 48. It'd be over 48 points. Wouldn't be surprised if the Chargers upset them, but 85 degrees, perfect weather. Tua, they 2-2 at home, 2 undefeated. I think they carry that on. I like Tua to do the damn thing and put a smack it down on the Dolphins' Rudy Poo. Then you got the Buffalo Bills going to the Arizona Cardinals. That's going to be an interesting game. No line for that game. No over and under. That might be the game of the week. Sheesh. Cardinals 2-2 at home. Give me the Bills traveling cross country somehow, some way, beating the Arizona Cardinals. I like it. They say it's tickets as low as $388. Jeez Louise. But let me the Bills with the upset. Bills. Can you pay my bills? My telephone bills. Probably too. Some of y'all might be too young for that. Then you got the Seahawks going west. Well, staying west. Playing the Rams who 3-0 at home. Seahawks 2-2 away. Rams favored by 1.5. The over and under 54.5. I like the over on this one. And I like Russell Wilson to get back on track this year. Torch the Seahawks, but he might meet Aaron Donald a couple times. I think he's gonna finish with above 30 touchdowns this game for the season. So I like Russell Wilson to get back on the MVP track. I just ain't been impressed with the Rams. Sean McVay's garbage so far this year. 49ers going to the Saints, come marching, and Saints favored by 9.5. 49 over and under. I like the under this game. 9.5. I'm staying away from that, but I think the Saints might cover. But 49ers 4-5, 3-1 on the road. Yeah, the Saints probably gonna do the damn thing, beat them up and choke in the playoffs as usual. Then you got the Bengals, the Cincinnati Bengals going to Steelers. Steelers 4-0 at home, 8-0 on the road. No line for this game. Defense is ferocious. They're at home. They had a lackluster performance versus Cowboys. It's going to rain. Pray for Joe Burrows. He might get knocked out this game, but I like the Steelers to put the smack of down on a Rudy Poo. Then you got the Baltimore Ravens going to the Patriots. Baltimore favored by 743.5 points is the over and under. Give me the over on that one and give me Lamar to cover that 7. I think he's going to run all over Cam Newton like Cam used to do in the league when he was prime. Then you got the Vikings taking on the Bears. Minnesota favored by 2.5. 43.5 is over and under. So I think the over and under probably right. I'm gonna probably say they get over that. 46 degrees in Chicago. Minnesota favored. That's crazy. Is anybody interested in this game? I don't know. But give me the Bears to cover that. And the Bears always got Kirk Cousins' number. The Bears going to win. They don't cover. That's an easy cover this week. And then you got the Falcons, Cowboys, Chiefs, and Jets on the bye this week. So let me know what you guys think about the video. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. All my social media links in the description. Twitter's the fastest way. Then Facebook and Instagram. We got a Facebook group. Check that out. Don't forget, check out the backup channel, Goodfellas Sports TV 2.0. Check out my Detroit channel, Motor City Sports Talk. Check out my Sportscastr at Goodfellas Sports. Other than that, want to make a donation? Best way to donate, share the video, hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Check out the NFL playlist for financial donations. Cash App is CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time we go.